Welcome to Full Wielding.
Today we're testing offhand cattle prod.
Wait, what? Oh, you told me never again.
How effective would a cattle prod be as an offhand weapon?
I don't want to find out, please.
Well, we're gonna do it, too bad.
First question, can it parry?
No, it would get cut in half.
What if you caught it in the tines?
I mean, it might parry once, but it's not gonna be very good cattle prod afterwards.
So as a defensive tool, it's kind of useless.
Yeah, it doesn't have a good handguard. This is just rubber. Overall, this isn't gonna stop a sword, and it's not really gonna defend you.
Second question, how is it as an offensive tool?
I think that it would be pretty effective. It is scary. So if I'm using a cattle prod as an offhand weapon, I can parry and I can shock. That's so mean. What if I pulled the trigger right now?
That would be very unpleasant. I don't know if it's a lethal wound though. Would it stop you?
No, it wouldn't kill you, but what it might do is cause you to flinch or spasm slightly, allowing me to do something else. So if I was on top of my game and I was able to maybe hit the arm, I could probably hit again.
Okay, but that would require you to have an insane amount of timing, aim, and strategy.
But isn't that the case with all swords?
Fair.
Now, I do think if you were dual wielding too, it would be less effective, but if you only had one weapon, now I feel a lot better about this situation.
Well, of course you do. You have two things, I only have one.
That's how dual wielding's supposed to work.
But there's a bigger question. Can you shock through a metal sword or a metal buckler?
We'll go get a metal buckler.
A metal buckler.
Let's find out.
Nothing. Okay, what about my sword? If I parry your sword? Nothing.
I think we gotta test it and see if it causes you to flinch enough for me to do something.
I think you're right.
So
Why is it always
fencing-
me? I dodged it. It was too scary.
You parry and then,
Kinda.
Kinda?
When it happens, you can't really put weight on that split second on that. So you have to like bail forward. So it does compromise my structure.
so let's say I managed to do that to your sword arm. What do you think would happen?
I don't think I'm dropping my sword, but I'm definitely not powerfully cutting you in any meaningful way.
So overall, how would we rank the cattle prod as an offhand weapon?
It's kind of like a glass cannon. It's all offense, but if you hit it once, it kind of dies.
I think for that reason, and because you can't measure pain tolerance, we're gonna give this a 6 out of 10. Definitely psychological warfare, but not really a deadly tool or defensive.